Industrial plants frequently pour millions of dollars into predictive software and condition monitoring sensors, yet still find themselves paralyzed by unexpected equipment failure. These failures persist even in plants with world-class engineering talent. High-level technical skill is often neutralized because the organization lacks the standardized workflows and clear accountability required to support it. The operating model defines the specific structure within which these asset management activities occur. It functions as a living system of aligned roles, consistent processes, and enabling technology. This illustration shows the instability of a technology-first approach. When an organization prioritizes ERP systems but neglects standardized processes and role accountability, the entire asset management framework collapses. Sophisticated maintenance tactics provide zero value if the organization lacks the operational governance to ensure those tactics are executed correctly every time. The international baseline for turning physical equipment into realized financial value is the ISO 55001 standard. This diagram illustrates the standard's most critical requirement, the line of sight. This is the direct, traceable connection between the executive board's strategic objectives at the top and the daily maintenance schedules executed on the plant floor. The 2024 update to this standard specifically prioritizes three outcomes: assurance that assets perform when needed, adaptability to changing contexts, and sustainable lifecycle management. Achieving those outcomes means that a technician's daily work order cannot exist in a vacuum. Every inspection and repair must clearly connect back to the organization's overarching risk models. The operating model, therefore, is the physical engine that makes this possible. It is the mechanism that translates high-level ISO 55001 strategy into rigorous daily execution. This is the Practical Asset Management Framework, or PAMF. It serves as the blueprint for the operating model, organizing all asset management activities into 8 interconnected pillars. This graphic highlights the first 5 pillars: asset strategy, criticality, maintenance tactics, work management, and defect elimination. Together, these form the technical core of the operation, dictating what maintenance is done and how it is executed. Returning to the full framework, look at Pillar 8 on the far right, Resources and Information. This is the cross-cutting enabler that sits underneath the entire technical structure. If Pillar 8 is weak, the rest of the structure fails. For example, a structured defect elimination program cannot identify recurring failures if the master data in your ERP system is inaccurate or siloed. The primary job of the operating model is to ensure that all 8 of these pillars advance simultaneously. The system will always bottleneck at the level of its weakest component. Even with a perfect 8-pillar framework, ambiguity in roles will stall technical progress. Production teams want maximum uptime, while maintenance teams want downtime for repairs, frequently leading them to work against each other. This factory diagram shows the necessary integration required to solve this. Maintenance, production, supply chain, and finance must operate as a unified, cross-functional team rather than isolated departments. To enforce integration, organizations use this RACI matrix, mapping staff roles to exact accountabilities to eliminate confusion. Every critical activity must have a defined RACI. Only one person can be held accountable for the final outcome of any single task. The primary battleground for these roles is the weekly scheduling meeting. Here, production targets and maintenance capacity are formally reconciled for the week ahead. Process discipline falls apart without clear ownership. Applying a strict RACI model to scheduling converts collaborative paralysis into definitive, reliable action. This diagram maps the 6-step work management process. This cycle is the operational backbone of the system. Pay close attention to Step 5, Close. Work orders must be closed with accurate failure codes and cost data. Without this, building a reliable history is impossible. To ensure those engineering decisions actually improve the plant, ISO 55001 embeds the Plan, Do, Check, Act, or PDCA methodology. This graphic maps the 4 PDCA phases directly to the standard's core clauses. Within work management, 2 PDCA loops operate simultaneously. A short-term cycle focuses on improving daily task execution, while a long-term cycle analyzes months of data to optimize the overarching maintenance strategy. This chart demonstrates how PDCA applies to specific technical pillars. For example, The cycle is used in condition monitoring to fine-tune alarm thresholds, and in defect elimination to identify and remove the root causes of recurring failures. The work management cycle is the heartbeat of the plant. It transforms static equipment data into a dynamic, self-improving reliability engine. To measure the success of this engine, organizations track 3 distinct layers of data: predictive leading indicators, reactive lagging indicators, and strategic business outcomes. Skipping a preventive task doesn't cause a failure today, but it allows hidden defects to accumulate. This is why organizations track PM schedule compliance, the percentage of preventive tasks completed on time, to predict where the next breakdown will occur. Ultimately, these metrics roll up into overall equipment effectiveness, or OEE. This formula multiplies availability, performance rate, and quality. The top section highlights Operate for Reliability principles. Equipment lifespan is dictated by operator behavior, specifically running machines within design limits and reporting minor defects. OEE provides the ultimate mathematical proof that the operating model is functioning, connecting daily behaviors on the shop floor directly to commercial results. Reaching those commercial results requires moving through a defined maturity journey. This model maps the progression from a Stage 1 firefighting culture all the way up to Stage 5, where self-directed teams focus on eliminating defects entirely. Attempting to implement all 8 asset management pillars at once often leads to implementation fatigue. Theoretical, broad-scale rollouts rarely deliver immediate value, causing management to abandon the effort. Instead, successful transformations use the rapid results methodology. This 100-day project targets a specific business outcome, like reducing downtime. The team establishes a baseline, analyzes bad actors, and updates SAP task lists, measuring improvement week over week. Crucially, every 100-day project relies on the embed principle. The goal isn't just fixing a specific machine, but leaving a permanent, trained capability within the operational team, so the new processes stick. A mature operating model creates a predictable system where losses are systematically identified and eliminated before they can interrupt production. The organization moves beyond firefighting to a state where reliability is an embedded organizational discipline.